Giraffes are large herbivorous animals that live in the savannas and wooded areas of Africa, known for their long necks and spotted fur. Giraffes, whose scientific name is Giraffa camelopardalis, are found in a wide geography from the south to the north of Africa. The giraffe is known as the tallest animal in the world. An adult male giraffe can usually be between 5 and 6 meters tall. Females, on the other hand, are usually slightly shorter than males. The necks of the giraffes are adapted to eat leaves, especially from tall trees. Their long and flexible necks allow giraffes to reach high branches. At the same time, the tongues of long-tongued giraffes are also suitable for plucking the leaves on the branches. The necks of the giraffes play an important role, not only for nutritional purposes, but also in their social behavior. They use their necks in battles between male giraffes and in communication with female giraffes. The fur of giraffes is often covered with brown spots. These spots are unique in each giraffe and can be used to distinguish them from each other. The fur of the giraffes also helps with temperature regulation and protects it from the harmful effects of the sun. Giraffes live in large groups and usually travel together. These groups help giraffes protect each other and overcome dangers together. The closest relative of the giraffes is an animal called okapi, which, like them, is long-necked. Okapi is found in the rainforests of Central Africa and is less known. Giraffes are mostly herbivores that are active during the day. They usually get their nutrients from trees, especially acacia trees. In addition, they often go to water sources for their water drinking needs. A behavior that is often seen by giraffes is that they rest by bringing their necks together. This posture allows giraffes to keep an eye on each other while resting. The main predators of giraffes include lions, hyenas, and humans. Especially habitat loss and hunting are the most important factors that threaten the population of giraffes. The gestation period of giraffes is about 15 months, and they usually give birth to single offspring. Baby giraffes are about 2 meters tall when they are born and grow rapidly. The natural habitats of giraffes are gradually decreasing, and many subspecies are endangered. Therefore, the protection of giraffes and the preservation of their habitats are of great importance. The eyes of the giraffes are placed in such a way that it helps them observe potential dangers when looking for food from high places. Also, giraffes have quite large eyes, suggesting that night visions are good. The ears of the giraffes are quite large and sensitive. These large ears help giraffes perceive the sounds around them and feel the dangers in advance. The weight of giraffes can range from 1,200 to 1,600 kilograms in an adult male, while females are usually slightly lighter. Giraffes have only 7 vertebrae in their necks, but each vertebra is quite large and is supported by strong muscles. The heart of the giraffes is quite large and pumps about 60 liters of blood daily. This large heart provides the strength needed to pump blood into the long necks of giraffes. The neck of the giraffes is supported by long nerve fibers, which allow them to reach high branches. These fibers make it easier for giraffes to raise their heads up and feed on trees. The tongue of the giraffes is quite robust for plucking thorny leaves and branches. At the same time, they can easily enter narrow spaces between trees as their tongue is long. The length of the neck of the giraffes may vary between different subspecies. For example, Maasai giraffes have a longer neck than other subspecies. The tail of the giraffes looks like a dark brush at the ends. The tail prevents flies and other insects from sticking to their bodies and also helps regulate the body temperature of giraffes. They also use their tails when communicating between giraffes and traveling between herds. The sounds of giraffes are usually unaudible or rarely audible for the human ear. However, giraffes communicate with each other, similar to a subtle voice. This is especially used in cases of danger or to call each other. Giraffes have a skin rich in pigmentation under their fur to protect themselves from the harmful effects of the sun. This prevents the penetration of the sun's ultraviolet rays and helps protect giraffes from skin diseases such as skin cancer. The feet of the giraffes are quite large and are arranged in an arc shape to distribute the soil. This allows giraffes to easily roam wooded and grassy areas. Giraffes often go to water supplies to meet their water needs. However, the water drinking habits of giraffes may vary individually, and some giraffes have been observed to consume less water. The teeth of giraffes are suitable for feeding on trees and other plants. It is especially suitable for plucking and breaking leaves. Because the teeth of giraffes are constantly growing, they are constantly feeding to prevent wear and tear. The long necks of the giraffes can also serve as a defense mechanism used by hunters. Giraffes can kick their enemies in a dangerous situation and use them to protect their necks. The long neck of giraffes has an aerodynamic structure, allowing giraffes to run and maneuver quickly. This is useful when the giraffes escape predators or travel with their herds. The eyes of the giraffes are quite large and have an agile field of view. This helps giraffes identify distant hazards and communicate with other members of the herd. The bone structures of the giraffes are strengthened to carry body weight and support their long necks. This ensures that giraffes stay in balance when feeding on trees. The necks of the giraffes are specially designed to ensure that blood is pumped into the brain in sufficient quantity. This prevents giraffes from being able to hold their long necks upright and dizziness when feeding. The skeletal system of the giraffes has been adapted to support their tall height and eat leaves from trees. Especially the neck vertebrae are supported by strong muscles. The heart of giraffes is reinforced to pump blood into their long necks. This allows giraffes to keep their long necks straight and effectively promotes blood circulation. The skin of giraffes is rich in pigmentation to protect themselves from the harmful effects of ultraviolet rays. This helps protect giraffes from skin diseases such as skin cancer. The stained fur of the giraffes allows them to easily hide among savannas and forests. This can come in handy when escaping or hunting predators. The immune systems of giraffes are quite strong and resistant to various diseases. This helps giraffes adapt to the harsh conditions of savannas and forests. Giraffes use their sense of smell, sight, and hearing to communicate with other giraffes and coordinate their social behavior. This helps giraffes communicate within the herd and overcome dangers together. The life expectancy of giraffes usually ranges from 20 to 25 years. However, some giraffes may die in less time due to living conditions and threats by predators. The bone structures of the giraffes are supported by strong muscles and strengthened to carry body weight. This allows giraffes to keep their tall height upright. The immune systems of giraffes are resistant to various diseases and generally lead a healthy life. However, human influences such as habitat loss and hunting can negatively affect and endanger the population of giraffes. Therefore, various conservation measures are taken to protect giraffes and their habitat. The lifestyles of the giraffes make a significant contribution to savanna and forest ecosystems. Thanks to their eating habits, they help plant communities stay in balance. In addition, controlling predators ensures the safety of giraffes to live with other species. The fact that giraffes travel in herds, act collectively and help each other is an important part of their social structure. These social behaviors strengthen the ties between giraffes and allow them to act together. Factors such as changes in the natural habitat of giraffes, climate change, agricultural activities, and human settlements are among the factors that threaten the life of giraffes. Therefore, sustainable management plans and protection measures should be taken. Scientific research and field studies are carried out to monitor the populations of giraffes and support conservation efforts. These studies are important for understanding the behavior of giraffes and for improving their conservation strategies. The protection of giraffes and the preservation of habitats are important not only for the giraffes themselves, but also for the balance of ecosystems. Giraffes contribute to the survival of other species and the sustainability of their natural habitat. Cooperation and coordination at the international level is necessary for the protection of giraffes and the protection of living spaces. Implementation of knowledge sharing and protection strategies between various countries is important for the future of giraffes. The protection of giraffes is not limited to the preservation of their natural habitat. At the same time, it is important to combat threats such as hunting and poaching. Effective laws against such threats need to be applied and audited. It is important to collaborate with local communities for the monitoring and protection of the populations of giraffes. The fact that locals contribute to the protection of giraffes and their protection of their habitats can increase the success of long-term conservation efforts. It is also important to provide financial resources for the protection of giraffes and the protection of living spaces. This can be achieved through cooperation and funding between various organizations, governments, and international organizations. The protection of giraffes is important not only for the giraffes themselves, but also for the protection of other species and ecosystems. Giraffes are an important part of savanna and forest ecosystems and are important to maintain the balance of these ecosystems. Long-term and sustainable conservation strategies should be developed for the protection of giraffes and the protection of living spaces. These strategies should include work in various areas, such as protecting the natural habitat of giraffes, controlling hunting and reducing human-giraffe conflicts. As a result, the protection of giraffes and the preservation of habitats are important not only for the giraffes themselves, but also for the conservation of natural habitats and ecosystems. Therefore, cooperation and coordination between various stakeholders is necessary and long-term and sustainable protection strategies should be implemented.